Turn our attention now to Germany, where health officials here are warning that the third wave of COVID-19 currently gripping the country could prove deadlier than the previous two. Well, they're urging the public to limit social contact over the Easter holiday to slow the spread of the virus. More than 21,000 new cases were reported on Friday. The head of Germany's Disease Control Center says the highly contagious UK variant is now the dominant strain of the virus in the country.
We are facing some very difficult weeks. We are at the beginning of this third wave, and it's triggered by the variant B.1.1.7, which we know is even more contagious and even more dangerous, and therefore it's even more difficult to contain. There are very clear signals that this wave could be worse than the first two waves.
And that was Lothar Wieler, the head of the Robert Koch Institute, speaking earlier today. And our political correspondent, Emma Chaz, is on the story. Emma, a very chilling message there from Germany's top disease specialists. Why now?
Well, the situation is very worrying indeed here in Germany. Germany has entered a third wave. The infections are on the way up. Mostly, you mentioned it, due to the variants. The B.1.1.7 variant in particular is more aggressive, more infectious than the original virus, and it spreads much quicker, and it spreads also among younger generations. And that, combined with tentative loosenings of restrictions, have led to a spike in infections. Almost 22,000 new infections, another 180 deaths today, and a nationwide 7 days incidence rate of almost 20 per 1,000 inhabitants. This prompted this warning that we've heard just before, and this really shows why there's tough weeks lying ahead of us here in Germany.
And Emma, are more cases being detected because free testing, rapid testing is now readily available?
Well, more testing is bound to lead to more positive results, but regardless, and this has been confirmed not only by Lothar Wieler, whom we've just heard, but also by the Chancellor, we are witnessing the exponential growth of infections here. Health Minister Jens Spahn warned that if things keep on going that way, well, the hospital sector could reach a breaking point during April if nothing changes.
Now, of course, this is a bit of an incoherent week for us here, because we, of course, heard Chancellor Merkel earlier this week saying, sorry, we're not going to do that 5-day lockdown. Today, or yesterday, I should say, the Chancellor called on Germans to be more optimistic. And now we're hearing from the top doctor that, brace yourselves. What's the message?
I think it's true that this week has been confusing for many here in Germany. What Angela Merkel said was that there was hope in the form of a vaccine. She also reminded that even if the entire German population of European population was vaccinated, well, it wouldn't mean the end of the pandemic, because by definition, well, this is a global issue. And if other countries don't have the means to vaccinate their own people, then the virus might reappear anytime, anywhere. But here in Germany, there's a very slow rollout in terms of vaccination. Only 10% of the people got their first shot here in Germany. So Angela Merkel, the Chancellor, said there was hope if people kept on observing social distancing and basic rules of hygiene. But it's true that at this stage, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
DW political correspondent Emmanuel Chaz reporting. Thank you.